Hey, what's happening? It's Kevin from ModMyMods. You probably had no idea of anything that I was talking about before, but we're here. We're here now. Sorry about the delay. The chat window was supposed to be up top, and the lower third was supposed to be in a different place. And well, if you've ever been to PDX Lan, you know the exhaustion that can come from it. So please bear with me as I am working on about 18% brain capacity. If it was an 8-cylinder motor, I'm running on about 2. So today we're going to do just a quick, very quick recap of the stream of PDX Lan and what was going on, and wanted to show you a few builds that was on display, or that were on display. Or I've done show you the dang computers that were on the table. That's where my brain's at. Okay, so without further ado, I didn't create a button on my Elgato switcher, so let me do that real quick so I don't have to click the thingy, and that'll make things about 1,000,000 times better. What do you think? Wanna be 1,000,000 times better? Alright, let's try this. Yeah, alright. It works. Go me. About freaking time. Oh, and in case you didn't know, the laundry's done. The washing machine singing its tune. This is good. This is solid. All right, so some of the things that we saw on PDX Lan, and while we were there, I had the great honor to see Brian Carter's stuff that was on display. He had Ray's Speeder as well as his the Mech Warrior build. But as you can see, this is the Ray's Speeder that he put together. It's just unbelievable. Words don't really put a good... I mean, you can't really describe it, how incredible it is. It really is. It's awesome. I mean, it's so cool. Such a cool mod, and the amount of work and detail that he ended up putting into it in order to make it what it is just something incredible. So definitely a big shout out to him. It was really nice to meet him and his kids and stuff like that. Hey, look, I know that guy. I know that guy in the background. That's cool. But some of the really cool builds that were on display, that was one of them, obviously. But again, from ModMyMods, if you've heard of him before, I'm sure you have. You've probably seen a few of his builds along the years. A Tron build, a Light Cycle build, if you remember that one. Obviously, Ray's Speeder, which is one of my favorites. And then you also have the Mech Warrior build. So let's get right on into it. That is the man, the myth, the legend himself, sitting there with his Mech Warrior build and the Spartan Mods Tribute PC behind it. It's awesome that they were able to bring that down and have people contribute and donate to an incredible cause. So very happy to see that on display. And again, a big thank you to Brian and what he did to bring it out and everything like that. So The MechWarrior build, as you can see, is off to his left here. It's put inside of that crazy Apache-looking thermal take case, and as you can tell, I mean, it does. It's just again, hear that misfire? It's going off again. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, okay. So, a lot of it is 3D printed. A lot of it is sculpted. He paints everything. I don't know how to. I don't know how to describe what he does, but it's an incredible PC. Oh, of course it's gonna not go the right way, but whatever. Okay, you get the point. MechWarrior 5 build, really, really cool. There's more photos of it on our Instagram and on our Facebook page, I'm pretty sure, as well, so check those out, and you can see more of what we've got. You may have seen this PC over the weekend a few times here, and there, and everywhere, you know, don't you know? Brian, Jonathan. I again, 15%. Now I think I dropped down a few percentages. Everybody in the chat, thanks for being here, Mr. Kevin. Oh, Mr. Kevin James Dana, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Jonathan, as always, my maple syrup loving friend, I appreciate it. And Mr. Gadget Joe, I appreciate you too for being here. I know the cabling's terrible on that PC. Somebody needs a new job. Tell Brony he didn't try hard enough. He's got to do it again. Got to do it again. Unbelievable. And which he probably will. He probably will. But yeah, as you can see, we put the graphics card in a really weird place. We put a ridiculously large power supply screen in, a screen in the power supply shroud. And then Brody went and did those unbelievable cables. And that's pretty much what everyone said. Either it was the cables or it was the screen. That was it. Period. I mean, yes, the graphics card being in a weird spot, that also got a couple looks and wow, you know, which is cool. But the cables and the screen definitely knocked it out of the park, per se. One of the other crazy builds that actually he just reached out to me on Facebook so we can get him tagged properly was this Gateway 2000. Now, I don't know if you guys had a Gateway 2000 back in the day, but I definitely did. And this hit home for me because, well, I had 2 of these towers at least. And he managed to jam all sorts of goodies inside, and new goodies at that. That's actually an RTX card. It's got an AIO in there and an 850 watt power supply. So, very, very cool little setup that he had. And little is not what it was. It was a monster setup, but very, very cool setup nonetheless. This was another one that was on display that was really cool, called the Jerry Can for, good reason. Cut inside of a 5-gallon jerry can. It's got the reservoir. The Red Bull can is the reservoir. And the fact that, the jerry can is lit. The fact that he was able to jam that much stuff in there, I'm pretty sure the ammo can behind it has something in it too. I think that's probably where the radiator is, but honestly, I didn't get a chance to look at it more in depth as I should have. But pretty incredible build, to say the least, that's for sure. Oh, really? That's what we're gonna do now? We're not gonna show the rest of the photos that I have in the thing? That's what we're gonna do? Alright. Well, let's add it in again, live on stream, because F it, we're doing it live. Right? Isn't that how that works? Let me get these cans. Let me get these photos in here. Final, select folder, done. Alright, now it's going to show everything. Good, great. It's going to start in the middle, which doesn't make any gosh darn sense, but this was also another PC that was put together. It was on display. It's an all-in-one. Get it? No, like the PC is actually part of the monitor, and the monitor stand is integrated into the PC. So it's an all-in-one. You don't have to bring anything besides that to the LAN. Kind of cool. I don't know. I thought it was kind of neat. Definitely a little bit top-heavy, but the fact that he's got water cooling jammed up inside of there is a pretty neat feat. That's for sure. We already saw the speeder. Again, I'm in love with that thing. The MechWarrior 5 build. Love that. Some pile of garbage that, this ModMyMods group put together. The gateway. That thing was cool. Jerry. God damn it, Jerry. Is that really? That's all you're gonna give me right now? This is such horse manure. I just converted all of those photos so it would actually display them on this, and of course they're not going to do it. Not really sure why, but whatever. I guess quickly we can do it this way. Screw it. We'll do... There we go. Let's do that. Now you can see what I'm doing, and the photos and the things, and the chat will be doubled up too. That'll be good. That'll be great. All right, so I'm just gonna rip through these, and then we can talk for a second and be done. Because, well, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna last much longer. I promise you that. It's been a long trip. I'm done. I'm good. You know, I love you guys, but I need some sleep. It is one thing that is going on. Down the way from us was this computer that was put together as a tank. And actually, the tank itself does drive. He didn't have the PCB underneath it, which is pretty much a Raspberry Pi. But underneath that, it actually would move and rotate and drive around, which is kind of cool. Speeder, we saw that. That was in the inside. Oh, this was another one that was really cool. This is a Star Wars PC that was actually next to his buddy Jerry, that he put together as an avid Star Wars fan, as you all know. This was really, really well done. A lot of 3D printed, a lot of custom made stuff, but he's got the Empire version of the Titan in there as well, and then he's got just some really subtle cutouts and accents to this that made it look awesome. So I was pretty happy to see that. That was pretty cool. There's Jerry again. This was another awesome. It was a man and his wife that came down to play PCs for the weekend, and she jammed her entire PC into this Zenith radio, which is kind of cool. The power button actually works, and the volume knob controls the volume, which is kind of neat. And this is, it does have a full-size graphics card inside. He wouldn't show me inside, but there is a 1060 in there, which is, I mean, that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. This one by ModMyMods. I'm sure you've seen this PC before, the car-looking PC. Again, words don't really do it justice. Yes, the inside of the PC is all custom, everything like that, but the outside, the case, the chassis is just something to just be an astonishment with. The right here along the metal, that actually opens up like a hood, so you can see the inside of the PC. Just really, really cool. It was awesome. It was on display. He actually placed in one of the contests, the modding contests. So another person that ended up placing was Dante from Retro PC Mods, and this is his hydropower mod that was on display. Again, really stuff that you can't put words to. These knobs actually all do stuff, which is kind of cool. This voltmeter that's down here that's showing that it's outputting 12 volts does actually work. So when you turn the knob, these lights actually turn on and or off, or you can adjust the bottom lights to just be on, or the top lights, or whatever. But that voltmeter will actually change depending on if it's on or off. For me, it's the subtle stuff that really does it. On top of that knob working, the first knob on the right here is for the power. That's for the top lighting here. The middle one is for top lighting, and the last one is for the backlighting actually behind the reservoir. Just freaking cool stuff. I mean, he really went above and beyond when it comes to modding. And that was the other thing they did. He sleeved his PCI riser cable, which is just like, I've never seen that before. And then he also made a custom I/O bracket for the back side, the bottom side here, so all the cables are nice and super clean. Just builds that you dream of, you know? But also on display for PDX Lan. Very, very cool. Very cool stuff. The gateway PC we saw. Oh, okay. Well, that'll do it when it comes to photos that you guys haven't seen yet, and that I've shared with you. So, to be perfectly honest with you, that's what I got for today. I don't have a whole heck of a lot. I'm sorry, I don't have a whole heck of a lot. And I wish I had more brain power to continue. But the screen is better. The Jerrycan is lit. The gateway AIO is set to intake sense a lot of heat in the attic due to the case layout. 3D mark scores with the case cover on and off. Wishing margin of error. That's awesome. I appreciate it. I imagine it's Dakin. I don't know how to say it correctly. But, dude, that gateway PC is freaking cool. Very, very cool. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, there's just like the fact that you took an old ass case that's probably, I don't know, Intel 1, Pentium 2 days, you know, and put stuff in it. It's crazy. Dacian. Okay, Dacian. Got it. Yeah. It makes more sense now that I'm not destroying it like a typical American, but Dacian, I appreciate you joining the stream, and I, again, thank you for letting us take some photos of that gateway. Very, very cool. Pentium 1. Holy shit. That is cool. I had one of those. I think it was either Pentium 1 or Pentium 2. Oh my god. 1997? That's awesome. Holy cow. Yeah, I remember we bought 2 different gateway computers when my uncle was living with me, and we bought a big monster one that was like that, the Gateway 2000, and then we bought one of the smaller ones that you put the monitor on top of, and both of those, I mean, I'm pretty sure we used to play Descent on them, and like Command and Conquer, and really old stuff. So it's crazy to see that, you know, a trip down memory lane. That's for sure. So, but again, thank you for sharing. It was really nice to see it, and hopefully next time when we're out there, we'll see you again and get to chit chat a little bit more. But again, really, really cool stuff that was on display for PDX Lan, and the people there are great. They're awesome. They're very, very tight knit folk, and they love to play games, and that's what PC gaming's about, you know, the community. And now you get to rub elbows with your buddy while he's kicking your ass in Command and Conquer, right, Shannon? If you guys didn't know that, yeah, I feel bad. Shannon hadn't played Command and Conquer in God knows how long, and I just raked him over the coals, because, well, it's like bicycle. Once you ride it once, you don't forget. So, but I appreciate everybody hanging out here for this afternoon. Oh, that's cool. He has a mid-tower build too? Oh my god, that's awesome. Dacian, that's awesome. Hey, if you could, send me some photos of that. I'll post it. I'll post it on ModMyMods, and I'll tag you in it. So send it to me. Send it to social@modmymods.com. That way I can send me your tags and stuff like that, your Instagram and Facebook or whatever. That way I can get you tagged appropriately, because it's one thing I absolutely hate is sharing photos of people that you don't know what the heck they're doing or who the heck they are, or no, I don't do that. So send me that info. I will happily share your builds and the gateway builds, and if you have better photos of the gateway PC, because I know that mine sucked, definitely let me know. I'd be happy to share them. But yeah, that as Canadian Kevin understands another Kevin, yeah, BIGKevin. As you can see, I got these like swollen guys right here. I can like barely see and barely keep my eyes open. So you guys are awesome. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I will be back in the office tomorrow. Back in the saddle again. Oh my god, that hurt so bad just to even try and do that. Okay. For this BIGKevin, I appreciate you all being here. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you next week on Tuesday. Until then, stay safe, and we'll talk to you later.